So I went to ChatGPT Pro, using deep research. I went to Claude, 4.5, Opus 4.5, deep research. I went to Gemini Ultra. I went to Copilot, deep research. And in all of these things, I was doing everything I knew about prompting to give me the best possible arguments for my position. Because I thought, well, I'm about to debate on AI. Of course I should be using AI to debate. The answers were B minus or B, despite absolute topping. And I'm not maybe there's probably better prompters in the world, but I've been doing this since I got access to GPT-4 6 months before the public did, right? So I've got some experience in the whole prompting thing. It's not like I'm an amateur prompter. Right. And so I looked at this and I went, oh, this is very interesting and a telling of where current LLMs are limited in their reasoning capabilities. Because what it did is it basically did, 10 to 15 minutes of 32 GPU compute clusters doing inference, bringing all in. Amazing work relative to a work that an analyst would have produced in 3 days was produced in 10 minutes. And of course, I set it up all in parallel, with different browser tabs, all going into the different systems, and then ran the comparisons across them, everything. But its flaw was that it was giving me a consensus opinion about how articles in good magazines, good things, are arguing for that position today. And all of that was weak. Because it was kind of like, oh, you need to have humans cross-check the diagnosis, right? Was a common theme across this. And I'm like, well, by the way, very clearly we know as technologists that human cross-checking the diagnosis, we're going to have AIs cross-checking the diagnosis. We're going to have AIs cross-checking the AIs are cross-checking the diagnosis. And sure, there'll be humans around here somewhere, but that's not going to be the central place to say in 20 years, doctors are going to be cross-checking the diagnosis. Because by the way, what doctors should be learning very quickly is if you believe something different than the consensus opinion that an AI gives you, you'd better have a very good reason and you're going to go do some investigation. Doesn't mean the AI is always right. That's actually part of what what we're going to need in all of our professions is more sideways thinking, more lateral thinking. Okay, this is good consensus opinion. Now, what if it's not consensus opinion? That's what doctors need to be doing. That's what lawyers will need to be doing. That's what coders will need to be doing. That's what it is. And LLMs are still pretty structurally limited there.